TFNN. Headline News Update.
Good Monday morning, everybody. I'm Tommy O'Brien, coming to you live from TFNN, 10 a.m. Eastern Time, Monday morning, 30 minutes into the trading day, and we got markets in positive territory to kick things off. A little bit of negative action in the first half hour, trading giving back some of the gains, but you still got the S&P futures up 22 points right now. That's about 0.6% in the positive, trading at 37.28. We got the NASDAQ 100 up 102 points, 13,012 right now. The Dow up about 105. Back under 30,000, but barely at 29,987, and the Russell holding on to about 9 points of gains. Backing it up to the S&P, quite the volatile session last night. You spiked to 36.56 right at the open at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. You trade up 90 S&P points to a high of 37.51 at about 6 a.m. this morning. The market opens above 37.40, and we've given back some of those gains at 37.26. Jumping around to commodities, I don't think we've ever started off commodities with silver, but you got to start it off today. Silver up $2.56. That's about a 9.5% pop from where we were on Friday. You see the open last night at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. News breaking that physical dealers unable to meet demand. Huge rush having to do with, we'll jump to, AMC leads gains as Reddit favorites as focus moves to silver. That's the trend, folks. Now, some of these stocks, interestingly enough, giving it up today. You got GameStop up off about 14% so far this morning. You have AMC shares up 13%, so they're the leader, up 13%. Some of the other fan favorites from last week, Cost down about 34% right now. Bed Bath & Beyond down about 10% right now, versus, as we mentioned, silver up about 10%. And, of course, some of the silver stocks this morning, whether it's Pan American, PAAS is their symbol, up about 15%. Hecla up about 35%. It's all over the place, folks. Even some of, McEwen Mining, they were up to almost $1.60. They're back to $1.40. Be careful in these equities, folks. We've seen it last week. You're seeing, Larry told some great stories this morning talking about limiting transactions, limiting new buys. The Robinhood restricted list down to about 8 equities. Doesn't mean it'll stay that way, especially now that we're in a physical commodity market with silver up almost 10%. We got a big week in earnings, too, folks. Tomorrow, we got Amazon, we got Google, we got non-farm payrolls on Friday. It'll be another interesting week. Live programming all day, folks. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.